Hey guys, Trevor here with E-commerce Paradise, back with another episode of Dropship Daily. So in this series, I'll be covering FAQs and commonly asked questions that have to do with high-ticket dropshipping. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, and this is the first video you're seeing of mine, definitely hit that subscribe button and tick the bell notification so you can get notified for all the new videos that I make. This video is specifically about how do I handle shipping. All right, guys, and it's really important with high-ticket dropshipping that you understand this process clearly because shipping is going to be a big deal. It's something you're going to have to deal with on an everyday basis once you start getting orders all the time. And so when you first get into this business, you won't really probably have any experience with dealing with freight carriers or dealing with shipping carriers and stuff like that. And after the first month, you'll definitely have lots of experience. But when you're first getting started, just understand you want to always make sure that your supplier ships the product out on their freight account if at all possible, right? If you're selling big products, they're going to be using freight. A lot of products in high-ticket dropshipping are big, and so you're going to probably be dealing with freight. If you happen to find a smaller product, or maybe a product that can be folded up and boxed up really small, then yes, they should probably be able to use UPS Ground or FedEx, in which case they're definitely going to be able to probably ship it out on their account. Some suppliers, though, they just don't. They just aren't willing to do it for some reason. So if you have to get your own accounts, make sure that you're using reputable carriers. And you're also using freight brokers or freight forwarders. These are agents that will be able to find you the best price and the best quality actual shipping carrier to use, right? One of them that I recommend is globaltrans.com. I'll put a link in the description, and also unishippers.com. I'll put in the link in the description as well. Those are two freight carriers, freight forwarders, freight brokers that will be able to find you freight carriers. And that'll help you because otherwise, you're going to have to do that research yourself and book the prices yourself and stuff like that. Often they have a dealer account with them so that they can get a discount on the pricing, maybe up to 50% off or something like that. And then they charge you, either the retail price on that or they might give you a discount 10 or 20% off. So yes, always use your supplier's account if possible. And I would say 80-90% of suppliers will allow you to do that. So it might take a little bit extra time. But the cool thing about it isn't just that you'll save money because, well, you'll save effort, first of all, because you can use their account instead of having to set it up yourself and set up the waybill and all that stuff. It's a big process. But you'll also be able to usually save some money because they ship in bulk. Usually the supplier ships out a lot more products than you do, so they'll usually get a better price, right? And the third reason is that if there happens to be any item loss or damage in the process, the supplier is going to be the one to take care of that. Now, that can be good and it also can be a bad thing. If you were to get, an issue like that and the customer calls you and tells you you can't just call the freight company yourself. You actually have to call the supplier and have them call the freight company. So it does create this kind of go-in-between sort of situation where you're counting on the supplier now for their timeliness and you're counting on somebody else to actually follow up on stuff, which can be a big pain in the butt. So it is kind of a nice thing if you control the process that you can just call the freight carrier, have the issue sorted out right away. But there is this financial burden that you take on when you're doing that, right? So you got to make sure when you're shipping on yourself that you understand that you have that financial burden, that you're the one that has to deal with everything, and you're the one that's paying for the freight, and you're the one that's going to have to take the hit if it has to be shipped back. If it's your supplier that ships out on their freight, then cool, they're going to take the financial burden. They're going to have to take the hit if it ships back and have to ship out a new product and all that stuff. So it's always better to ship on your supplier's account, especially in the beginning, until later on, maybe when you have more experience with dealing with freight companies and stuff like that. And that's just the bottom line, guys. So definitely get used to it and sign up with those freight forwarders in the very beginning. It's going to help you a lot. And if you're interested in learning more about high-ticket dropshipping, I have a free course. You can actually go and get my niches list first, and then it'll send you over to where you can sign up for the free course. Link is in the description below for the niches list. And so ecommerceparadise.com/99 niches. That's the link if you want to just type that into your browser. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help anytime. Thanks for watching.